Hello, this is Neil from iPaintGirls.com, and in this tutorial I'm going to show how to avoid Sagat Tiger Shots and how to capitalize on them and punish him for it. The first thing I want to show you is spiral arrows. I want to show you that, one, it is possible to do a spiral arrow under a high Tiger Shot, but I want to show why this is like never going to be beneficial. It's never something you're really going to want to do. So first thing, I'll just show you it is possible to do. You want to be all the way across the screen, and you want to anticipate right when he throws it. So right after he throws it, you do the spiral arrow. The timing has to be just right, otherwise you're going to get hit. Now, I only recommend doing a short spiral arrow using the short kick or the weakest kick, and that way you just get closer to him. That's the only time I've ever recommended doing this. You're all the way across the screen. You're only doing it to get closer to him because you don't want to risk jumping for some reason, and that would be the only reason. There's several reasons why it's not worth doing. One is, what if he follows with a lower Tiger Shot, and then you run right into it? What if he blocks right afterwards, because the spiral arrow is not fast enough, and if he blocks right afterwards, then he can block your spiral arrow and then capitalize on you, because now you have a couple frames of recovery in which he can capitalize on and hurt you. Another thing is that if you do land it, you're only going to do 60 points of damage. So let me show you how to do it then. You block and then follow with the spiral arrow. So notice I went under his second Tiger Shot because I blocked the first, went under the second one. If you get hit with one and try to do it, it won't work. You have to actually block it. You can also wait till it goes over your head. Now remember that in order for him to throw a second Tiger Shot, his Tiger Shot either has to hit you or has to go off screen. So if you duck it, he can't throw another one until that one goes off screen, which gives you enough time to actually land the spiral arrow. The problem is, he can block it very easily, so if you do land it, it's only 60 points of damage, kind of weak. Another thing you can do, and then it doesn't really matter whether or not, you can wait till right when he throws it. You can do an EX spiral arrow. The problem is, it hardly does any damage. Look at how much I chipped away. It's not worth the chances, so I just don't recommend trying to spiral arrow underneath shots. You can do this move though. It does a lot more damage, as you can see. It takes a decent amount of damage, and you're actually able to go right through the Tiger Shot. You're also able to wait until he throws it. You actually wait until you can actually confirm it. You can confirm that indeed he threw a Tiger Shot, and it doesn't matter whether it's an upper or lower Tiger Shot. So he can't trick you. As long as you confirm there's a Tiger Shot coming, and you're the right distance away, and you time that move just right, and it's not that hard to time, you can hit him. The problem is, if he blocks right afterwards, it makes it a lot harder to hit. So let me show you. I'll throw one and I'll immediately block. Oops. Okay, let me try that again. Notice he's blocking it. So you have to make sure to actually hit him if he's blocking afterwards. Is you have to actually anticipate he's about to throw it. And see, even then I can't get it. Let me get closer maybe. Nope, I don't think it's gonna work. So it's really hard to actually hit him if he's gonna be blocking afterwards. So although it's powerful, it's a good way to avoid Tiger Shots from far away too if you do a short one. Oops. So you can get closer to the shot, closer to your opponent without having to jump. But I recommend just doing a short spiral arrow for that. The next thing then, and this I think is the most beneficial thing you can do because you can land it every single time, and that is anticipate the Tiger Shot. Oops. If you're far enough away, you can actually confirm the Tiger Shot rather than anticipating it. Hold on. Okay, usually you can jump over them and anticipate. You have to be farther away. And you can do a jump kick to the head. Even though, notice, I had him blocking right afterwards. So he's not able to block it. He's still in his recovery stage. Let's say he's spamming a couple fireballs at me or Tiger Shots at me, and then he's going to be blocking. Right, so now I have him throwing and then blocking immediately afterwards. Block the first one, I can jump kick the second one. Even if he hits me with it, it doesn't matter. Even if you miss the block and he still hits you with the Tiger Shot, you still have enough time to jump in and kick him in the head, which is awesome. So it is the most beneficial thing, beneficial, that's a stupid word. Anyway, it's the best thing you can do to follow a Tiger Shot, is to just jump over it and kick him in the head. Now, what's the best follow-up move then? Well, the easiest follow-up move is a sweep. So it's all hard kick, like that. Because after you kick him in the head with the hard kick, his recovery time is enough that you can sweep him, and he can't do nothing about it. So he's still recovering, so he doesn't have enough time to block or do anything about it, even if he's trying to punch you right afterwards. And let's say that's what he's doing instead of blocking. What if he's trying to throw you or punch you afterwards? So now he's throwing 1, 2, and he's trying to throw you. Still, your kick to the head is your best bet. Block, kick to the head, kick to the... So you notice he doesn't have enough time to do anything. So we know he doesn't have enough time to block. He doesn't have enough time to throw. Does he have enough time to punch? I'm spamming the fastest punch right after he throws his tiger shot. His second tiger shot. And he doesn't have enough time to react. Of course, the minimum amount of damage you're going to do with that combo is 195 points. That's a pretty good chip for every time he throws a fireball and you're able to jump over it. So he's throwing a bunch of fireballs and you jump over the first one. And that was weak. That's only 160. Oops. I should have had him throw a little bit slower so that... Because there's something to remember. Notice that's only 160, so it's not worth doing that combo. It's harder to pull off because you can still block that second one, perhaps. Anyway, what I was going to say is that when he throws fireballs, when he throws his tiger shots, remember that the tiger shot either has to hit you, whether you block it or not, or has to go off screen before you can throw another one. So if you duck under, he has to wait until it goes off screen before he can throw another one. Notice he's trying to throw... Watch. Remember I have him trying to throw 2? See? He never throws the second one. The reason why is because I had him recording it where it was hitting me. And so he's trying to throw that second fireball too early, and the other fireball's not off screen yet. So in order for him to throw both of them, I have to block the first one. So just remember that. So if someone throws a fireball, you can wait till it goes over your head, and then you can react before he can throw another fireball. Or another tiger shot. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll go all the way across here. I'll record. Because now he's spamming tiger shots. Notice that he has to wait for it. So he's not waiting for it. He has to wait for that tiger shot to get across the screen. So I can wait till it goes over my head. I have enough time to react before he can do anything else. At least before he can throw another tiger shot. And I was too far away there. If you're way over here, you might want to get a little bit closer before you react. That right there, that's like your bread and butter reaction. It's so easy to do. High kick, low kick. He can't block it. You're guaranteed to get 195 points of damage with Cammy every single time you land it. I think other characters you do more. Let's say you want to do more damage though. You can take your chances and try to do a kick throw, but it always starts with the same reaction, that jump kick. So you want to master doing that. Master blocking and doing that. To master blocking, just practice standing there and then wait till you actually see the fireball or know it's coming and then block. But don't block earlier than that. Okay, so I'm going to now try to do the jump kick and then throw instead of... Okay, let's see here. See, you have to time it just, to get that throw, you have to time it just right. Like that. Okay, so what are the disadvantages of this? The first one, the high kick, low kick, there really are no disadvantages to it. Except that you're not going to do quite as much damage as if you try to do a jump kick throw. The jump kick throw does a total of 240. There are some disadvantages though. For example, to get that throw, you have to time it just right. If you miss it, he can capitalize you and get hurt. You're not going to miss the other combo. It's guaranteed 195. Jump kick, hard kick to the head, sweep, hard kick to the feet. You'll land it every single time, so long as he doesn't block the initial jump kick. And it's really hard for him to do that because even if he throws that fireball and blocks right afterwards, he doesn't have enough time to block before you kick him in the head as long as you're jumping over the fireball. Okay, so the disadvantages to the throw is if you miss the throw, he can counter throw you, which is going to do a good amount of damage. He can counter you with all kinds of moves that can hurt you. So just keep in mind that you are going to be you're taking a risk by doing that slightly more damage. You are taking the risk. Okay, and you're only doing 45 more damage, so you have to decide whether or not that's worth the risk to you. Whereas the other one, you're guaranteed to hit him every single time for that 195. Another move you can do is a jump kick to the head, 2 cannon strike. This will do 250 points of damage. It's actually easier to pull off than the throw because the timing doesn't have to be as good. Oops. Okay, that's only 160, kind of weak, so you want to make sure you do the cannon spike. And for some reason I'm not doing it. There we go. So notice it's total 250. The jump kick at the head is 100, and then the cannon spike is 250. Or excuse me, 150, so a total of 250. You're doing a good amount of damage, and it's actually easier to pull off than the other one. And actually you can pull that one off every single time, so long as you get the, see, if you're like me, and you don't know how to follow up with that cannon spike every single time, then it might not be beneficial because you're not doing as much damage with that move right there. I don't know why it's, I think I might be just trying too hard or something. There we go. You can also just duck the first one. So notice I'm doing that. The only reason why I recommend blocking too, though, when you're anticipating like you're going to jump over a fireball, unless you're anticipating you're going to jump right over it, which you have to be kind of far away. See, even then I was too close. Right about here. Oops. Okay. So notice to jump over that Tiger Shot, I have to be kind of far away. I can still at least get the jump kick to the head though when I do that. I can't follow it with a sweep though. Nor a cannon spike. So the reason why I'm trying to block one and then jump over the next one, I'm anticipating two in a row, is that way I can get that double hit combo. But even if not, if I'm just trying to do that single hit, from way over here, I have enough time to actually see him throw it and jump over it. But that's pretty much all I have enough time to do is to land that initial kick. Anyway, so the next thing you can do is a super, which is actually easy to pull off because you can actually pull it off by accident when you're trying to follow up with a cannon spike. And you can take like half of his life bar. So that one, you hit him with something like that, I think he's going to be scared to actually keep throwing those fireballs. Unless he's a weak player, he might keep trying to do the exact same thing over and over again. But if he's a good player, he's going to think twice about when he throws his Tiger Shots. See, also notice that blocking, sometimes it's easier. So you notice when I'm ducking that first one, I'm having to wait for it to go over my head, which is making it harder for me to land my next move. If I block it, I have plenty of time to react. I'm waiting for him to throw it. I'm waiting for him to go through a cycle. One more time. That way I know he's going to be throwing. And the timing was off on that, so that's why. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a cannon spike to. I'm doing a cannon spike and then I'm doing the thing, so it's not what I'm meaning to do. Okay, that's not what I'm meaning to do. Nope. Anyway, so you get the idea, but There we go. Just have to do it fast enough. So that one's a really punishing one. But you have to have your supers all the way up. So as long as you do have your supers all the way up, you know, it can definitely come in handy. Remember also, if he's going to be throwing, let's see here. I'm going to have him throw a couple low ones. I can't remember if this works or not. Yeah, notice that if I follow it with an EX, even if I hop over the first one, if I follow it with an EX, well, let's just wait for him to throw it. So even if I see the Tiger Shot coming at me, if I follow it with an EX spiral arrow, I go right underneath the Tiger Shot, even if it's a low Tiger Shot. Keep that in mind. It can definitely come in handy for when you need to evade out of a corner or something. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope this helps. How to capitalize on Sagat with his Tiger Shots.